Me again. I got to explain something here. Uh, about 1989 or 90, I joined the group in Prince Albert. And it was going places, we thought. It was a fairly large group. There was up to 70 people at some meetings. They came from all around the area. I traveled 65 miles to go to those meetings. But after a while, started hearing things in there. You start wondering what's going on. Well, apparently it was divide and conquer. The compensation board or the government, hand-in-hand business, had, I don't know what you call them, shills or something, going in there, ringers, screwing things up. And a few guys got paid out, and they caused grief there. I heard after. They were the ones that caused the grief. And they had one guy there who was going to talk to us about our general health. He was a chiropractor. He'd had a heart attack. But that's important to me about this guy, because he was telling us how we were lazy. About thousands of years ago, we used to run down deer, animals. We used to run down our food. We could run, oh God, I forget how fast he said. We could run thousands of miles an hour type of thing. We could lift 1,000 pounds over our head like nothing. But over the years, mankind has become lazy, and we're the laziest of the bunch. You know, injured workers. There's no reason. Mind you, this guy was a chiropractor and he had a heart attack. So, anyways, he didn't realize a couple of years later, 4 or something, I was in Saskatoon at the public library, and there was an SGI deal, and it was supposed to be SGI workers' comp. But SGI, the people bitching about that, about the system being changed, early 90s, they didn't want anything to do with workers' comp. They were told to stay out of it, and we didn't know that at the time. I drafted a petition, and I didn't want to include both workers' comp and SGI in one petition. I wanted them separate. Well, that was to see to it that they wouldn't be read, apparently, because you can't include the both. And I kind of thought that at the time, but I was told by, well, Teresa Charpentier and a few other people, oh no, it's got to be done this way. So I did it. I worded it. We pray. Yeah, honorable people, most dishonorable, godless bastards I've ever met as politicians. But anyways, this guy shows up, this chiropractor, and maybe he didn't realize that a few years later I'd be in Saskatoon. One of the guys is from PA. And I yelled out right there in the basement before we walk into the auditorium, hey, what are you doing here? Well, he was there, one of the speakers. Again, I mean, these guys, no qualms about screwing things up. Well, he hit for me. He moved away. And he had some other deadbeat chiropractor, some young guy. He kind of headed me off, so I couldn't go talk to him. But I was running around telling everybody what this son of a bitch did. And it was around that time I heard about what some of these other guys did, members of the group, causing trouble. Well, that happened here at the Blue Rose too. So you can understand why I don't want to get affiliated with anybody. I don't trust anybody anymore. When I was diagnosed, it was in 1988, my doctor told me to apply for Canada Disability Pension. I'd been working since I was 13 years old, for Christ's sake, right here in Saskatoon. Just before my 14th birthday I started. And I went to school. And for 2 years I rode a bicycle in Saskatoon. Middle of winter, didn't matter. I worked and I went to school. And after that, I was paying Canada Pension after that, and I paid right up until my accident. And I paid for years after too, tried to work. You know, every time you make $1, they take something off. But anyways, my doctor said they have to pay you. You know, you're entitled to Canada Pension. Well, they wouldn't pay me. And I asked why, and they wouldn't give me a reason. So I went right down to the Saskatoon office one day, and I said at the front desk, and I asked this woman, why? Why am I being denied? And she said, well, and I said, they didn't give me a reason. She said, well, I have to. And there was another woman standing there in line right behind me, just the two of us there. It was noon hour. God damn it, she doesn't come back a couple of minutes later, and this is the way she did it. Well, they don't have to give you a reason. And this other woman, her eyes bulged out her head. She was looking back and forth. And I walked away laughing. That's typical Canada now. But my doctor was surprised. I said, well, what? He said, they got all your records and they refused to give them back. They refused to give them back to me. Got some stuff back and it was all blacked out. And to this day they went down, and then I was told, well, you have to appeal and appeal sometimes up to 6 or 7 times. Well, bullshit. Canadian, I mean, I got all the proof. I asked the doctor, is there something? No, he said it's all there. And he wrote a good letter for me, and another doctor did the same thing. They ignored it. But I've heard of people who apply 3 or 4 times and find they're successful. I don't play that game. I've never played it, and I'm not good at it. No, if what I've got isn't enough right now, I'm not begging anymore. No, they've made me crawl too many years. I'm not doing that anymore. No. No. I'm either entitled to it or not, but the little son of a bitch that kept telling me I wasn't when I phoned Ottawa or whatever, this smarky little piece of shit. Some foreign accent. Jesus. It disgusts you. It's disgusting. But no, I never collected it, and Compensation Board, I remember at the time, laughed about that. They thought, oh, that was pretty funny. Anyways, I don't like being affiliated, and I don't give a goddamn if my grammar is wrong, or if I write something with my spelling, you know, fuck you people. Go find something else to do. You don't agree with me? Tough. I've had other people don't agree with me, and they found out I was right after, and I'm not always right. Of course not. But I mean, in this situation, who gives a shit? We're all in the same boat. So if that's your biggest beef, you don't agree with me, tough. But we're in a big fight, and all I'm trying to do is my kids read this shit. They don't live here. They see this stuff. They know what's going on now. Get the hell out of this country. Go somewhere else. We're the only country that tells everybody how good it is here. Go somewhere else where you know it could be a little tougher. At least you know going in. But this is bullshit. This isn't even Canada anymore. I hope you know that. China's the biggest company in the world, and Canada's the most corrupt company in the world. Simple as that. And I'll tell you, those bullets, they're using machine guns on me now. They're really causing me grief. And they're doing it through social services. Any programs that come up, I don't get entitled to them. People wonder why the hell I don't get it, but I don't want anything for free anyway. I want workers' comp or nothing. And I know I'll never get it, so I'll just cause my damage here. Anyways, you people keep fighting. I won't criticize what you say to me. Just leave me alone. If you don't want to read what I say, stay out of it. Thank you. The bullets are coming. Thank you. Goodbye.